Phoenix Splash TV. Hello Kitty. I love Hello Kitty. I mean, just look at the cat. She's got emotionless eyes, no mouth, and a bow. Hello Kitty is probably one of the most popular characters in fiction, and of course, she's made her way on multiple platforms, TV shows, movies, and of course, video games. There's a ton of talk when it comes to Hello Kitty, and I could go on all day about the conspiracies, mayhem, and torture involved with this cat. But today, I'm going to talk about Hello Kitty's NES games. NES games? Yeah, Hello Kitty has come out quite a bit on the system. Now granted, they were only released in Japan, so if you were a little girl in America, you had to stick with Barbie and her penisless boyfriend Ken. But nonetheless, here they are. The two big ones are Hello Kitty no Hanabatake, I believe, which translates to Hello Kitty's Flower Shop, and Hello Kitty World, which translates to Hello Kitty World. The Flower Shop game is just what you might expect, Hello Kitty watering flowers, but it's not NES unless something is trying to kill you, right? You have beach balls, snails, and squirrels all trying to sabotage Hello Kitty's small business, somebody called Linda McMahon. In order to pass the stage, you have to water all the plants by pressing down. It can get pretty monotonous, but I feel like the game makes up for that with its level design and mechanics. The time limit is also an issue. Hello Kitty has only so much time to water these plants. There are some power-ups that appear after you've watered a plant. The strawberry acts like the star in Mario Brothers, which makes you invincible and kill everything when you touch them. And you have an orange that stuns all the enemies so that you can water your flowers in peace, and an apple. Just an apple, doesn't really do much. Aside from fruit, you have this mallet that you can whack enemies with. Also, since time is such an issue, you can also whack the platforms to make them change directions. And if you don't want to do anything, Hello Kitty will just start reading a book. I never really got too far into this game because it gets pretty difficult. I found the music to be pretty good though. All in all, it's an okay game. If you're a masochist and into hard NES games, this one might interest you. Hello Kitty World. Now when it comes to NES and Hello Kitty, this one is probably the most popular. It's essentially a Game Boy game called Balloon Kid, but made on NES and starring Hello Kitty. I've never played Balloon Kid, but I have played Hello Kitty World quite a bit, and that's because it's a good game, a damn good game. I always like Balloon Trip mode in Balloon Fight. This is essentially that, but with stages and Hello Kitty. The plot revolves around you saving this bear named Tippy. As far as I know, that seems to be Hello Kitty's love interest. It used to be someone named Dear Daniel, but Dear Daniel went to Africa, and Hello Kitty ain't waiting around for him to come back. That's literally the story on the web. The gameplay is what you would expect from a balloon fight game. You fly on your balloons, you can release them and walk on foot, and pump up to make more balloons. Of course, the biggest difference that you get with this from most platforming games is the fact that every level is auto-scrolled. I know some people hate auto-scroll levels in platforming games, but that's pretty much what I'd expect from a balloon fight game, and it makes it much more challenging. There's a power-up that makes you invincible, much like the other Hello Kitty game, and the music is pretty damn good once again. The game makes you use your brain, since as an auto-scroller you have to think pretty quickly. The game is hard, but not as hard as the Flower Shop game. You have infinite continues, but you need to save all your lives for that last stage. Trust me. The bosses are another highlight of this game. They're not too hard, well except for that damn crawfish thingy and the final boss. But I found most of the bosses to be pretty fun. There's also a neat little bonus game. Hey, recognize this song? That's right, ripped straight off the Nintendo World Championships. Not only is Hello Kitty not loyal to Dear Daniel, but she's a thief too. There's a bit of an argument going on about this game. Some people believe that you're actually playing as Mimi, Hello Kitty's sister, rather than Hello Kitty herself. They say that Hello Kitty is actually the second player. This is because Hello Kitty usually wears pink rather than blue. But if you look at the bows, Hello Kitty wears her bow on her left ear, while Mimi wears it on her right. The cat first player plays as wears her bow on the left ear, indicating that Hello Kitty is the first player. Glad I got that out of the way. There's still that annoying ass sound effect from Balloon Fight in here. There, just shut that crap up. I found myself playing this game quite a bit and was even able to beat it at one point or another. Of course, I beat it after shooting the footage, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. Like I mentioned before, this game really makes you use your head, and if you get to that final level, make sure you have a ton of lives, because you will be dying a lot. Now, most people think that there are only 2 Hello Kitty games on the NES, but in actuality, there's 4. That's right, Hello Kitty comes out in a game called Sanrio Cup and another game called Sanrio Carnival 2. Now, what the hell is Sanrio and why does it have Hello Kitty in it? Well, that's the name of the company that made Hello Kitty. They've also made other characters like the frog, the boy, the dog, and My Melody. In Sanrio Cup, they've all entered a volleyball kind of tournament to see which one has what it takes. You can pick between the frog, the boy, the dog, and Hello Kitty. The game itself is pretty fun, but I think it's funner if you're playing against a human player. There is some strategy to it too. Believe it or not, it can get pretty competitive. You can also do 2-on-2, kind of like doubles in tennis. Come to think of it, the rules are pretty much like tennis. There's also another mode where you can play Foursquare with the 4 characters. It's like I'm back in kindergarten. All in all, it's a pretty fun game. So grab an emulator and try it out. Now for Sanrio Carnival 2. This one is kind of a bonus because you don't really get to play as Hello Kitty, or when you do, it's against your will. It's essentially a puzzle game filled with Sanrio characters, and a unique one at that. I'm not the biggest fan of these kinds of games, but it seems pretty decent. The thing that perplexes me the most is the fact that it's called Sanrio Carnival 2. Is there a first one? Well, to my knowledge, there doesn't seem to be. And there doesn't seem to be much information on the game itself. Do you know the mysteries of Sanrio Carnival 2? If you do, let me know, because no one else does. Well, those were Hello Kitty games on the NES. Believe it or not, there are a ton of Hello Kitty related video games. You'd almost think that she was a superhero. Not only did she get more NES games than Spider-Man, she got better ones, in my opinion. Hello Kitty World takes the prize for being the best NES Hello Kitty game. So if you're a Hello Kitty fan, or just want to play as a character more emotionless than Jason Voorhees, give the NES Hello Kitty games a try. Well, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, a share, and a comment. In fact, if you know a YouTuber that doesn't upload their stuff every day and does it like only once in a while or once a week, then be sure to comment and share it somewhere. Hello Kitty's flower shop isn't the only business the man is after. YouTube has changed to favor people who upload every day, pretty much to help people like Jimmy Kimmel out. So be sure to share this video and any of your favorite YouTubers' videos. And again, thanks for watching. Really means a lot. Anyways guys, this is Game Analyzer, signing off.